Well, I guess it was the day for secrets to be revealed. And people were just dropping secrets left, right, and center. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 8, episode 7. As I said, secrets. Front, left, right, and center. But that was it. Secrets were being dropped, baby. That's you all get the point, Annie. People were dropping it, Annie. Boom, boom, bam. Like, what? Child, that's what it was given the whole god doggone episode. Let's get to it. Jock, Scrap, Kirk, and what is his name? Arkansas Mo. They all come there at the gym. And, you know, Kirk brought Mo, which was very, very awkward. And then you got Jock over there. And I just actually looked in this scene and actually realized how much weight that Jock has actually lost. Because they were doing like some flashbacks and stuff on Jock. Jock looks great. Like he really does. Like he is really slimmed down. Like I said, look at your little waist and stuff. I said, go ahead, Jock. He really has slimmed down. He looks great. He really does. But they're in the gym. Kirk, you know, Kirk's a big idiot. Like he's just an idiot. I don't even know no other nicer way to put it. Kirk's just an idiot. It is what it is, Rashida. God bless you, honey. But he brings Mo. And it was weird. They end up, Kirk invites the guys to a couples retreat. They're going to do a couples retreat at the cabin, and everybody was making the joke of like, you sure you want to go to the cabin? Because the last time you went to a cabin, all hell broke loose, and you and Rashida was broke up. Y'all remember that, baby? I said, Mo was saying something about not being able to go. And he really didn't go so far into it, but he was saying that he probably wasn't going to be able to go due to like business stuff. And I'm like, that's probably for the best, child, because when Jock and Carly get together and they go to a cabin, guess what happens? Anyway, moving on. We see Akbar and Tiara actually talking. And Tiara got a little bit bothered when she figured out that Akbar already knew about Moniece and Scrap De Leon. She was a little bothered, but needless to say, she didn't get too popped off with Akbar because you know Akbar looked like she got a t-shirt, honey, that says "I'll beat that bitch with a bat," honey, and that's her thing. So she didn't get too cute with her. And then she was asking her about helping her. Girl, can you help me to like meet up with Moniece? And Akbar was like, girl, I ain't trying to get into that bullshit. I got bigger fish to fry. I got shit going on. I ain't got time to be playing with you all. And I'm like, yeah, girl, stay out of it. Stay out of it. Because Moniece is going to get Tiara. Tiara going to be playing around. Moniece going to be the black your eye. Keep on playing. Moving on. Shay Mack and Pooh. Now, everything done went down, right? She done did what Pooh wanted her to do. Now, Pooh done flipped the script. Bitch, I ain't told you to go and do all that. You wanted to do it. You wanted to do it, girl. I just gave you the ammunition you needed because you wanted to get Carly back too. This, that, and the other. She's like, but I lost my job, Shay. She's like, whatever. Then got in her confessionals and said, I don't feel bad about her losing her job. She wanted to do that to Carly. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I see we got to keep our eye on you, Miss Pooh. You kind of messy. Now, Carly's a messy bitch. But you are an even messier bitch than Carly. I never thought I'd see the day that there was another old bitch out here rolling that was messier than the old lady in the shoe, which is Carly Red. So she's the old lady in the shoe. You must be the old bitch that put the gingerbread kids in the oven. Because I don't trust you, bitch. I don't trust you, Pooh. That's it. You the old bitch that put the damn kids in the oven at the gingerbread house, bitch. I don't trust you. Anyway, so she told Shay, that's all right, girl. I got something for you. Just hold on right there. So, and you know, she's always scantily clad. I'm being nice. I was always naked. She goes in this closet. She come back out with a double-sided dildo. Give her, come on here. I said, oh, no. And Shay was like, girl, I ain't, bitch. I got a whole man at home. Boy, you're laughable, boy. I'm going home. She was getting out of there. I said, no, she didn't. You done made her lose her job, and now you trying to fuck on her. I said, I don't know. You know, Carly is messy, but I'm starting to believe Carly. I'm like, did Carly actually do these things that Pooh says she did? Or is Pooh just an old, messy, nasty, gingerbread bitch? Things that make you go, I don't know about her, but she definitely is the old bitch that put the gingerbread people, they put the little kids in the oven at the gingerbread house. Anyway, moving on. So we see Sierra, BK. I said, she's still messing with this painted on goddamn beard wearing freak, honey. Him, we see Kirk and Rashida. And they're talking, and here comes Pooh's name up again. Child, that damn Sierra gonna say, child, Pooh is older than all the girls put together. I said, oh, rude, Daddy. Stop it, Sierra. Bitch, I'm old too. Don't be doing that. But I did laugh. I laughed at it. It's like, okay. So then they invite them to the couples retreat too. I said, oh God. You know, BK, he don't know how to act around people, so I could imagine there's going to be some mess with them too. Anyway, moving on. Shekinah, Shay, Mac, and Tokyo meet up. And you know, Shekinah is that friend that come in with the truth and don't care if it hurts your feelings. So I'm kind of liking where she's kind of messy, but I'm kind of liking her stance because she be calling these hoes out on their shit. She told Shay Mac from the door, you out of order, you had no business doing it, and you need to apologize to Carly. Flat out. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Shay, this was clout chasing because nothing that, she's like, you know, I think that Carly owes me an apology for being a mean girl. No, she don't owe you shit. If Carly is a mean girl, so be it. She don't owe you an explanation nor an apology. I'm a mean bitch. Either you deal with me or you don't. If you ain't dealing with me, get the fuck on to the side, because ain't nobody looking for you anyway, Shay Mac. Ain't nobody looking for you. Okay? So, no, I don't agree that Carly owes her an apology at all. But she definitely does owe Carly one. And she's just still, you know, running on this. Carly act like she didn't know who she was. Because you ain't nobody, bitch. You ain't nobody but to that baby and that man that likes you. That's it. Other than that, ain't nobody looking for you, sweetheart. You ain't got shit going on. You done lost your little gig. You ain't got a booking down DJing a party to the Chuck E. Cheese. Girl, ain't nobody looking for you, ma'am. Bye. Anyway, moving on. Carly gets called for the doctor, and the doctor lets her know you definitely have suffered a miscarriage. And I think they're basically going to wait for everything to just come down naturally. That is like the worst thing ever. Like, you know, I've heard this happen a lot of times where women have miscarried and they're waiting, and instead of them going in and like surgically removing everything, that they kind of wait for their bodies to pass it naturally. And I can't even imagine. I can imagine that really plays a really deep game with your psyche. You know, I don't want to be real graphic, but you're literally, you've miscarried your child, and you're walking around with, it's still in there. That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody to have to handle. Man, I'm telling you, women, you all are amazing. Amazing. The things that just naturally that you are able to accomplish just naturally, biologically, is amazing. And then the things that you have to go through that we, as just humans would see as unnecessary. Like this is like unnecessary turmoil, in my eyes. But then remember, I'm just a mortal. But in my eyes, it's like those are some of those things when you start to question the creator as to like, well, why do they have to go through that? You know what I mean? You made them special. They're the ones that can bore the children. They can bore the children, and they can actually, bring life into the world. But along with that, then there's this dark side of it where it doesn't always work, the way that it works normally. And then they have all these extra steps to take. It just seems unfair. You know what I mean? It seems unfair, and then people turn around and say that males are the stronger sex, that women are the weaker sex, and I beg to differ. But anyway, that's a whole, see, you know what, I could do a whole nother video about that, my feelings about that, and where I stand on that personally. But I'm on my soapbox. I'm getting down. But boom, boom, bam, and I'm back. Sorry, anybody, if I made you feel sad. Anybody who's ever gone through that, my intention was definitely not to make you feel sad or make you have to go dwelling on that. But those are my personal feelings. I find that those are some of life's little things that I just find unfair to the female sex. And don't let anybody make you believe that you all are the weaker sex. Okay, now let's move on. But don't boom, bam, and let's go. Let's go. We're gonna leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. But I felt bad for Carly. She called Mimi. Mimi came to talk to her, and I'm definitely liking this new Mimi. This new concerned, friendship valuing Mimi. Yeah, looking for words. But yeah, a new concerned friendship valuing Mimi. I'm liking this Mimi. This more mature. There we go. This more mature Mimi. She still, has her quirks about her, but this is a very mature Mimi that we've run into. I like this Mimi. I do. I do. She was there for Carly. Carly was there for her. She's there for Carly. I was like, that's right. Go on over there and have Grandma. Grandma need a little something today. Speaking of concerned friends, Akbar is actually going through. She's having these really, really bad headaches. Remember, she got shot in her head, and there are actually fragments of the bullet are still in her head. They're always going to be there. So she actually suffers some migraines, and she's in the house, laid up, crying, and the lights out and all that. Y'all know what that looks like. Anybody who's ever been around anybody who has migraines. They were getting kind of heavy this episode, but Sierra actually came to see about her, and they talked, and she was saying, she didn't really, Sierra didn't really understand, the depth of the residual effects of her being shot, and she got to understand that very quickly in this moment. And then they talked about counseling, which was very, very smart, where she said, she needs to go and have some counseling and be able to talk about it and maybe lift some of that, and that might help with some of those headaches too. So, and Akbar said she was really open to it. And Sierra's like, okay, girl, well, I'm going on this trip, but we're going to try to deal better. You can call me, but deal better than you're dealing. All this not being around, doing what you're supposed to be doing, and crying and carrying on. No, you got to try to deal with this better until we can find you a nice counselor and get you on to something else. So that was pretty cool and pretty groovy. In the meantime, she had actually missed her session with Moniece. She was supposed to be at the studio with Moniece. And Moniece was down over Tokyo. She was pretty pissed off that Akbar didn't make it. And I was like, we're watching right now, seeing a piece that's going to grow into something else because it's a communication gap, and that's all it was, is a communication gap. Moniece, just like Sierra didn't realize what was going on with Akbar, neither does Moniece, because they view her as being so strong that nothing's ever wrong with her, you know, because she's this hard, bad girl, you know, she's this bad chick. And it's just, there's a piece of communication that's not, um, it's lapse, and it's going to be a problem later on. But anyway, they're sitting there, and then Tokyo's telling her, girl, why didn't you tell me that Scrap is this person that you've been messing around with, you was hiding from me? And by the way, girl, I see him and Tommy hugged up down to the Instagram. I said, that ain't the last we're going to hear of that. Moving on. Mo and Carly sit down. Carly done been through Mo's phone and carrying on, done found some information, and she's just pissed. She got her whole own thing going on, and she's pissed. She finds out that it's been like 2 weeks, and he been having conversation with an ex in their paternity question. She has this baby that she already had, and he knew nothing about, and their paternity questions. Carly got her own set of issues going on, and she just is shut off, and she's like not listening to him. She wouldn't even listen to him at all, and she told him, don't worry about it, when she said, I suffered a miscarriage and all, and it was a boy. Remember, they wanted to have a boy. It had the nerve, the baby is a boy. She's pissed, and she says, don't even worry about it. You go on and be with your baby. Go on and be with your baby. Get on up, fuck on up out of here. And he was trying to hang with her for a minute, but she was so curt, and she was so shut down and shut off. He was like, "No, I'm not gonna sit here and be disrespected." And I'm just kind of looking at Mo, and I was like, "I think I like this Mo, honey. He's kind of, I don't know, something about him. I don't know." So, all right, he really went for the fuck shit. He was like, Harley, bitch. So, I don't know what's going to go on there. Anyway, moving on. So, Mimi, Rashida, and Carly go over to Erica Dixon's house. And she's having this little surprise party. And, Erica announces to them she's basically pregnant with twins. So, they like laughing, falling out, everything. And then they end up coming in. They're speaking. It was Mimi, Rashida, and Carly are talking. And they were telling her, Carly, no. Carly was filling them in on what happened with Mo. They're like, girl, you moving too fast. You ain't get a man a chance. You got to give the man a chance to rectify it. You done jumped ship and ready to snap out. And that's too fast, girl. You going through your own thing. She told them about the pregnancy and all of that. And they were like, chill. You moving too fast. You got to give him a chance to clear it up. No, he wasn't just going to run up on you and just throw it out there like that. A little bit after that, in comes Shekinah, and she done brought Shay Mack with her. So, of course, her and Carly's giving each other the eye. Shay ends up apologizing to Carly, and strangely enough, Carly was open and accepted her apology. And she apologized back to Shay. I was like, wow. I was shocked. I was really shocked. But they apologized, and then Shay started talking, baby, and telling them about what happened. She's up there imitating Pooh, and they were all laughing and cracking up. But Pooh has been outed amongst the girls now as a messy bitch. So everybody got their good eye on Pooh, honey. Got their good eye on her. I said they know that she's the gingerbread woman who burnt those kids up in the gingerbread house, honey. They know, and they ain't fooling with her. Anyway, last thing, Scrap and Moniece. They sit down and they talk. Scrap ain't saying nothing. Moniece is pleading her case about what's going on, this, that, the other. Scrap sitting there looking stupid. Looking real stupid. And I said, this is how you got the shit smacked out of you last week, sitting there looking stupid. He was looking stupid. And Moniece, I was so proud of her. She was like, guess what I ain't doing? I ain't doing this shit. I start messing with women for a reason. And I ain't playing these games with no man. I just ain't doing it. I'm not screaming. I ain't yelling. I ain't playing these games. You go, you have a nice day. She got up and rolled out and told him, this is over. I'm done. I was so proud of her. I said, wow. I said, come on through, Moniece, and let's see how long it lasts. We're going to see how long this lasts. But I love how she handled it last night. But we're going to see. We're going to see how long this lasts. Anyway, it was good. But boy, everybody was coming up off some damn secrets, baby. Yeah, they were. I couldn't believe Scrap told Moniece, well, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to, have a good relationship with my son. She was like, I'm out of here. I ain't got time for you, jailbird ass. I'm going. I was like, good for you, sis. Anyway, this was a good episode. It really, really was. It was deep. It had a lot of moving pieces, but it was good. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to y'all next week. Later.